Hello, Raleigh. This is Whitney for Raleigh. I'm going to talk a little bit about what is Raleigh District A. How are the districts organized and that make up our city council geographically and specifically about District A? To get started, District A basically represents what we would call North Raleigh. To the west of it is basically Creedmoor Road. It is east of Creedmoor Road in North Raleigh. And when I say North Raleigh, I'm talking about north of Glenwood Avenue, North Crabtree Valley, bordered by Creedmoor Road on the west. But there is a section of it north of Millbrook Road that runs over to Lake Lynn and Leesville Road. So that is a section that is to the west of Creedmoor. But as I said, Glenwood Avenue to the south, and then to the east, it runs all the way over to Capitol Boulevard with a section that basically runs from Atlantic, between Atlantic and Capitol, and Millbrook and Spring Forest. That section is not part of District A, but is part of District B. And then to the north, as far as the city limits run, and basically in North Raleigh, that is on this side of Capitol Boulevard, is up to the outer loop 540. So those are the geographic outlays for District A. Just to give you an idea how these districts work, there are 5 districts in Raleigh: A, B, C, D, E. I'm not going to get into what all those are, but those 5 districts are all have seats on the city council. They're voted for the people that are voted on by the people who are in those districts. And there are also 2 at-large seats on the city council that are voted on by the whole city. So when you go in to vote this November for your city council members, you'll be voting for the person that you want in your district, and at the same time, you'll be voting for 2 at-large seats. These elections are winner takes all in each of the areas. The 2 top voters in or top vote getters in the at-large seats end up winning, and then the top voter in each district seat ends up winning. It's a nonpartisan election, and there's no runoff. So if there's 5 people in there, top voter wins, and that's it. So that'll give you a little bit of idea how that all works. Just to talk about District A, there are 2 major parks there that are significant. That is Lynn Road Lake, Lake Lynn Park, and the big one in North Raleigh, Shelley Lake Park. And Shelley Lake Park, Lake Lynn has a greenway system there that that goes around the lake. But Shelley Park not only has a greenway system that goes around the lake, but also has an entry point from the north and a entry point from the south. And that south path goes all the way down to the main system down in Raleigh. So it's a great place to be. It tends to be North Raleigh tends to be largely residential, suburban housing, somewhat low density, although we have a number of apartment complexes are prolific. We have your townhouses as well in there, condominiums, and we have high rises predominantly down in the south part of what we call Midtown, which is really down there in the North Hills on up to Millbrook Road. We call that Midtown. And there is residential in that area, but we also have high rises and apartments over in that particular section. So there's a somewhat of a diversity of housing, although I will tell you that most of it does tend to be, regular suburban homes. That tends to be largely what it is, although we have the apartment complexes. I think it's a very good mix with the zoning in there, so that we get really a lot of diversity of the types of housing in there. So that's that in a nutshell is what District A is, what it looks like. I will mention this too, just as a side note, 16% African American. There is not as much ethnic up there as other places that we have in our city, but there is a certain amount of ethnic diversity uh, that is up there and is part of the community. So we do have a certain amount of Hispanic in there, and I would say a certain amount of Asian, and but these are really small groups, definitely some Indian population. But like I said, those tend to be represented more in other sections of the city. So my name's Whitney Hill. I'm running for City Council, District A. This is my district, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit the subscribe button if you'd like to hear more videos talking about Raleigh and the issues and what's going on. And if you like this video, please hit the like button. And I appreciate you watching this video and supporting this channel.